Hello, beautiful collective. It is Satya back again for the third time tonight with a reading. This would, I guess, be part 3 of my messages tonight. The first was a little message about the new moon in Libra, and the second was about Isis as the Divine Mother. And this is the third video, and it's a new moon reading, I guess we can say. I kept the cards out for the full moon in Libra, the Isis cards, and then the ones that I read the meanings and incantations for. So if you're interested in them, definitely check it out. These cards came from the Moon Oracle. It's a wonderful, wonderful book. It's a fairly complex card system, but it is new cards that I got. So I'm incorporating that into readings, and then also the Isis Oracle. So if you're interested in having these for yourself, I would definitely suggest them. They're wonderful cards, very good quality cards, and I'm really attracted to the art on them. And I like to show the cards to you guys in case you guys are readers or want to buy cards for someone or cards for yourself. I hate having to kind of zern and see what cards other readers are using or what other people are using, and having to scour the internet for them. So I'll definitely try to share those with you so that if it's something that you're interested in, you can find it fairly easily. So let's get started on our reading. This is, a reading that I'm doing on the full moon, but it might not necessarily end up being a full moon kind of guided reading. I will be pulling from this deck, and only major arcana and the court cards are in here. What I wanted to do is kind of set the tone for a larger scale reading, something that will give us some guidance and insight onto our life path, especially because I was talking a little bit about the North Node. And then I'll draw from other cards that I pick intuitively, and we'll just kind of see what happens. I shuffled the cards already, cleared them, and we'll go ahead and get started. Spirit, Source, Divine Messengers, what do we need to know? What messages do you have for us, for the collective, during this full moon in Libra? What guidance can you give us about our pathway forward, about our North Node, about how best to get there? The World. So we have the World as our first major card, the Hierophant, and the Hermit. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So to start off, I think this is really giving us, divine, soul-searching North Node energy. The World is a card that really represents, completion, the cycle of life, right? All of the wonderful things that are out there in the 3D world, the 5D world, and in that experience, the whole experience that we call the world. And that it is there for the taking. It's there to be experienced. This is talking about cycles, right? Beginning, middle, end, and all of the things in between. While the Hierophant speaks to religion, yes, but spirituality, also more religion than spirituality, but still that divine source, learning, understanding traditions, values, morals, the social world that you and I live in here on Earth, but also how we interact with each other within that context. And the Hermit is really speaking to soul searching, a period of self-isolation, turning inwards, turning inward, soul seeking, seeking inner knowledge about ourselves, about how we behave, what we do, what is working, what is not working. It really is an energy of seek and ye shall find. And so putting these three cards together, this is really giving an energy of, the things that we experience in our day-to-day lives along our life path, right towards our north node, cycles beginning and ending, connecting how we maneuver through that energy with our morals and values, the things that we choose to align ourselves with, things that we choose to learn, or things that we choose to unlearn, right? The Hierophant is us using those traditional morals and values and choosing what's working and what doesn't work to make our own path forward, especially as I interpret it, connected to the Hierophant, because the Hermit, because the Hermit is a person that is experiencing and going through a moment of self-imposed isolation to turn inward and meditate on the lessons of life. Again, sort of that pathway to our north node, karmic lessons in the world. And so to summarize, I think this is really about us. This is just great. Connecting back to this full moon, and the message that was before is using insight, intuition, searching and exploring within ourselves the way that we are walking our own path, using our personal experiences as we've lived our lives to lay down a foundation for the next cycle. This is, and because these are major arcana cards, this is really about a life stage. And so I think this speaks to the next stage of life, the next step that we're taking. If we're connecting this back to message 1, right? This is that Mercury conjunct North Node, right? So the messages that we receive from the divine, from source, from spirit, integrating that and using that to take the next step in our path. Woo, this is wonderful. This is already starting off on a really, really great path. I love it. So I'll pull some from my favorite deck. You guys know I love this deck. And so what clarity, Spirit, excuse me, what clarity can we get about our next step towards our North Node? What clarity can be provided on this seek and ye shall find, using morals and values, the things that have worked for us, things that haven't worked for us, to help us take the next step in this, Spirit? So we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune and the World, they're not the same, but I like to kind of think maybe they're like sisters. Not twin sisters, not fraternal twins, but sisters nonetheless. The Wheel of Fortune speaks to karma, divine timing, the lessons that we need to learn. Oop, there we go again. And the World, really speaks to, again, like the pathway forward, right? Completing cycles, enjoying all that life has to offer. And we've got the Hermit doubled here. So thank you for confirmation, Spirit. So if we're talking about this second row here, I would say what this is saying, the Wheel of Fortune, life is going in cycles. It gives us what we need to learn the lessons that we have to overcome to take us closer to our dharma, to take us closer to our North Node. And these are 3 major arcana cards as well. Death, representing spiritual transformation, endings, healing, letting go, being able to let go of this to take hold of that, right? And the Hermit, seek and ye shall find, protection, power from within, soul searching, following your own pathway. And the 10 of Cups and 3 of Wands, 10 of Cups is like big time blessings coming your way, right? Wish fulfillment, stability, happiness, harmony, joy, love. This deals a lot with emotional fulfillment, not necessarily material fulfillment, although that is a part of the 10, right? It's everything that we need, everything that we want. But this is really about deep emotional fulfillment, that place in our heart that, where we keep our strongest and most wanted desires. The 10 of Cups speaks to getting that. And the 3 of Wands is an energy of forward movement, progress, freedom from burdens, bonds, chains, travel, confidence. Again, really planning and looking towards the future and planning that next step, right? Knowing where you want to go, having kind of figured that out, and now planning on setting off on that journey and having the energy to really make those plans come into fruition. And so connecting this back on that larger level of, knowing what we want, knowing our path, being able to learn or unlearn what we need to get along on that path, and taking the next step in our cycle. This is really saying to me, go. It is time. You have done the work here. You have soul searched. You are searching your soul. You are attaining enlightenment. You are really turning inside. You are discovering your North Node. You know where your North Node is. It is divine timing. Trust what the universe is bringing to you, right? Trust that the next stage in life is going to bring you closer to what you've been seeking. And you've done spiritual work. You are a spiritually connected person using divine inspiration, communicating with source, and getting those lessons to let go of what is no longer serving you, dying to the present moment so that you can step into your future and watch it unfold. And because you've done this planning, because you have done the work, because you've put in the passion, because you have that perception because you're open to new experiences, because you're not afraid to put in the hard work, and you have the confidence to move forward, the universe is going to support you in that. The universe is going to show you the pathway. The pathway is going to unfold before you. And when you start to make progress along that journey, you will be moving toward your North Node. You will be moving toward wish fulfillment. This is going to be a blessing for you to move away from whatever stage you were at, because it's over, right? The cycle has closed, and it is time to move forward in an energy of love, happiness, joy, harmony, and move toward big time blessings. Yeah, this is exciting. This is really exciting. Let's actually pull from this Black Moon astrology deck. You know what? I am actually going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot, and then we'll do some of the Black Moon astrology towards the end there. So I think this lines up really great with, again, that message about the full moon in Libra, moving towards your North Node, allowing the light of the full moon to illuminate your pathway. Even though right now there may be some further planning that needs to be done. Maybe there's still some seeking that needs to be done. The world and the Wheel of Fortune energy is really saying, this is the next step. This is the big step towards the next cycle. And combined with the Death card, that's saying, that last cycle is really done and over. Let go, embrace these new beginnings, and your new beginnings, it's the Ten of Cups, right? This is great. So what further information can we provide the collective? Okay. We've got the Four of Cards, upright, rest, rejuvenation, relaxation, contemplation. The King of Pentacles in reverse, which is some material loss, a focus on wealth, a focus on status, maybe a little overindulging. But it's definitely a finance material card. And the Eight of Wands, and then the Magician here. So, and then on the bottom of the deck, we've got Head over Heart, King of Swords. So this is, let's see, energy, Four of Swords energy is, swords is an air Libra sign. This is, contemplation. This is resting. This is, kind of, a meditation, a thinking. It mimics the Hermit energy, right? A moment to rest and sort of think about things. With the King of Pentacles energy here, this is fire, earth. This is really about, the King of Pentacles is about wealth, leadership, security, stability. In reverse, it could be an imbalance in those characteristics. So material loss, kind of being obsessed or really focused on wealth and status. Maybe coming out of a place where you didn't really balance your budget, you were doing a little overspending. Three of Cups in reverse. Cups is a water sign. Three, of course, right? There's that Father, Son, Holy Spirit, the mother, the maiden, the mother, the crone. This is really an expression of growth. In reverse, this is, sometimes you can see this as overindulgence, needing to spend time alone, maybe having celebrated a bit much, but overall, right, in the upright, it's an energy of celebration, creativity, and happiness. And And so in reverse, it could be really, like needing to take time alone or being in isolation. Sort of three's a crowd, right? Three is a crowd. So needing to pare things down and kind of take things back, right? Draw things in a little bit. With the Two of Cups, this is mutual respect and partnership. This is duality, togetherness, a union, a partnership, balance, equal give and take. Eight of Wands, this is really rapid movement forward, manifesting things really quickly, travel, quick decisions, swift change, practicality. Wands is a fire, so there's a lot of energy here, decisions, right? Going. And the Magician is in reverse here, and so this could be an energy of untapped talents, having the things that you need, but not really having the final touches to the plan, or feeling like you don't have what you need to manifest. And so if we arrange these kind of together and try to find a union between these 6 cards as opposed to individual 6 energies, I think this is really saying, if we kind of put it like this, is a need, maybe a past energy of not planning appropriately, maybe really overspending, focused on money, focused on getting the things that we want, focused on manifesting, but it not really happening because maybe we overspent, because maybe we made some silly investments, because maybe we were partying or overindulging, or maybe we were supporting others, maybe we were giving money because we're emotionally connected to others, and kind of, I don't want to say wasting money, because when you're helping others, it's not a waste. What you put out, you get back. But overspending on others, maybe not focusing on the best place to invest our wealth. And again, there's that poor planning, untapped talents, and a lack of confidence that we were doing the right thing, right? And moving towards having to rest, having to relax, having to contemplate if we were making the right choice, right? If we were moving in the right direction. Understanding then that we probably were not, and moving towards a energy of the Two of Cups, moving towards an energy of reciprocity, moving towards an energy of equal give and take, moving towards an energy of balance, of working with people, right? In this energy, we're working with people and overindulging. And this, I don't know if you guys can see it, but working with this energy, the Two of Cups, so that we're not overindulging, so that's it's reciprocity, equal give and take. And if again we're kind of connecting this back up to the larger piece that we've already expressed, I think that really makes sense. And I think it also really makes sense to what we were talking about, Mercury going into retrograde in Taurus, right? Having to slow down, slow growth. This is slowing down. This is contemplating about where we were coming from, right? This is an energy of, changes, big changes coming our way, things manifesting quickly. And Taurus being an earth sign, really about stability, security, and also very much equal give and take. Taurus isn't going to splurge and spend. It's going to invest wisely. It's going to say, well, if I put this in, what am I going to get back out? And though Cups is a water sign, I think this balancing here, right, of their cups can speak to equal investment. And, connecting that back up here, letting go of the present, letting go of past things, right? Doing some inner work to make sure that, you know, we're planning appropriately when we weren't planning here, right? A lack of planning, overindulgence, you know, material loss, right? We weren't planning well with our money. We weren't planning well on how we're engaging with others. If we're talking about Libra and the 7th house, right? The 7th house is connected to relationships, partnerships, community. And the 3 of Cups is about celebrations with others, friendships, collaborations. So I think this really here is telling us there were some gaps we fell into as far as money, our relationships, and what we were doing with those things that may have gotten us stuck, right? That may have gotten us off of our path, out of alignment. We may have had some financial setbacks. But now with this Hermit energy, with this next stage in life, there is a need, a push, a drive for us to think things over, take a step back, contemplate what we've been doing, plan for the future, take that next step, and move rapidly forward into a place where we're finding balance, we're seeking balance with the people in our lives, with the plans that we're putting forward, so that we can move into this 10 of Cups energy. I think definitely that's the message. I think it really is also aligning with message number 2 from Isis, is that you are divinely protected as you move forward in your journey, right? There are things that are meant for you. It's out there waiting for you, or you are divinely guided. The Eye of Horus is telling us, you know, it's pushing us, it's allowing us to dig deep and find that divine awareness, that intuition. And I got a bunch of new decks. I'm an overspender. So this is this is the cards reading me head to head. 2 rhinos. This is really charging forward, standing your ground, knowing that you are in a position, you are in a place, you are moving towards something that is worth fighting for, but you do need to use your head. You do need to go head to head with people, projects, thoughts, and overcome that conflict. Know what it is that you're moving towards, and really, you know, charge that shit like a rhino. Charge it here. 8 of Wands, charge forward, move forward. The World energy, move forward. The Wheel of Fortune, move forward. Move forward. 3 of Wands, new experiences, new things. Now this was quite a bit, so we'll just take a look. What a pill. Difficult news to swallow. Really, you know, going against convention. Here we have the Hierophant. That is about conventional ideas. Listen carefully. The truth is coming out. Read between the lines. This is really speaking towards the Hermit energy, right? Less talk, more action. Go inside. Listen. Just one look. You'll know it when you see it. Right? You can see more than you think. Stick to your personal vision. You know the path. You've thought about it. It's laying out before you. You're going to know it when you see it. I think this is also speaking a lot to that Hermit energy. This cute little cat and ice cream cone. Cute little cat and ice cream cone. Soft serve. This is a, you know, get your groove back. Things are getting better. It's time to take a little bit of a breather. I think this is speaking to the 4 of Swords. You know, needing to take a step back, right? Think about what the next steps are. Life is pretty good, right? Your big break is coming. Excuse me. Twice the fun. This is, right? So much coming your way. You might be getting a little bit more than you bargained for. You've got a lot of options, making sure that, whatever it is, right? She's got 2 pineapples here, but which one is the right one? Which one is the most ripe? Which one, are you going to buy? So looking at your options and deciding what it is that you value most and going down that path, right? And if we're connecting that here, definitely I think that speaks to the Hermit. I think that speaks to the Wheel of Fortune and the World, because you have all these options. The world is your oyster. Divine timing is here to telling you that life goes in cycles. It goes up, it goes down. It's giving you the lessons you need to learn. What is it that you value most? What are the lessons that you've learned that are bringing you the most value? Take that with you as you move forward. And here's another little cat one, in the spotlight. This is really speaking to the fact that you are the true leader of your life. It's your time to, take the reins and move forward. It's your time to shine. Get out there and do it. Make the most of this opportunity. I think this speaks really well to the Wheel of Fortune, just like the pineapple card. I think this is really saying, again, Spirit has set you up, right? The Spirit has set you up to make this next step in your life an amazing one. You need to listen carefully. You need to go inward and think about, the lessons, what you're going to take on this new journey. Where do you want to go? What do you have to let go of? What are you going to keep with you? And where are you going to go forward? And crossing lines. I think this really speaks to us we're not where we need to be right now. It's time to go past these boundaries, right? There are lines, there are limitations, there are things maybe, in your way, but you have everything you need to kind of push forward. So really starting to see that the cycle has closed. It's time to cross these lines. It's time to push through these boundaries. It's time to move forward. This is great. I think this is really, really great. Let's see if we can get a oracle card. Where's my Isis deck? I really like to pull one from there. Since we were already kind of exploring Isis, there we go. I've got decks all over here. I've got to find a better way to organize all this stuff. So what wisdom, Spirit, what wisdom, Isis, Mother Isis, Divine Mother, can you give us on our new pathway, on this new journey that has been set before us, that this day on this full moon in Libra, representing you, representing fairness, representing peace, harmony, what additional wonderful words of wisdom can you give to us, the collective, to me, to us all, that will help us move forward in the path that we are destined to be a part of? Isis said, girl, you got out 3 cards here already. Okay, use that guidance. Well, I'll pull one from the tippity top. And this is Dark Mysteries. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. And again, because this is a new deck, I'm going to go ahead and read. But if I would say this intuitively, I would say, entering the temple, entering Dark Mysteries, right? Entering the chamber of the dark goddess is to go inside. Go inside, look inside. Isis not only is our Divine Mother, but she holds deep, dark power. Lots of mysterious energy. And where that energy resides, we were talking about like the moon card, right? That there might be things that are still hidden from us. But here's what the book says. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. The dark goddess calls you to her inner chamber where she holds a test and a gift for you. The test is your willingness to meet and release the fears within that you've been secretly holding back. The gift is freedom, peace, opportunity, and prosperity in all forms. Will you accept her call? Your time for deeper initiation is here. The dark goddess calls to you to embark on a life-changing experience. It's not always easy, but the rewards for those brave enough to enter the dark chambers will be granted. You'll be granted all of the rewards, all of the truths, all of the blessings if you have the courage to face the dark goddess, if you have the courage to move forward, even though your path might not be well lit, even though you're not sure if you're ready, even though this, even though that, right? If you have the courage to move forward right here, if you have the courage to cross those lines and move past those boundaries and move towards your 10 of Cups, Isis is going to bless you with that balance. Isis is going to bless you with the 10 of Cups. It is your time to go forward. It is karmic time. It is divine timing. You've learned your karmic lessons. You have gone inward with the hermit energy, and you are moving forward with this new energy of spiritual transformation onto the path of your North Node. This was a great reading. I'm so happy to have done this for you. I feel so blessed to be a part of your journey. Please, if this resonated with you, like this video, comment down below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. I do not only tarot readings, but also, things about the full moon and the moon cycles, astrology, and other things, all things esoteric. It was a great night. I hope this resonates with you. I hope you can glean some wisdom and some guidance from it. Make sure to come back, and I thank you. I'm wishing you peace, love, and blessings. Thanks so much, collective.